Hello, I'm Dr. Miles, and today we must address a topic of profound importance and urgency. Every 40 seconds, someone in the U.S. suffers a stroke. A stroke is a medical emergency where blood flow to a part of the brain is interrupted, starving brain cells of oxygen and nutrients. The devastating reality is that thousands of brain cells die every second during the stroke, leading to severe, often permanent, disability, or even death. What's even more alarming is that while a stroke can strike without warning, your body often provides crucial, yet silent, signals weeks or even a month before it occurs. Many people unfortunately dismiss these subtle warnings, mistaking them for everyday issues. But these aren't minor inconveniences. They are critical alerts from your body, demanding your attention. Ignoring them can have catastrophic consequences. Today, I will reveal the top 10 silent signs that could indicate a stroke is imminent. Understanding these signs is not about instilling fear, but about empowering you with the knowledge to act swiftly and decisively. This information could save your life, or the life of someone you love. Please watch carefully. Let us begin with these vital warning signs. Remember, if you experience any of these symptoms, especially if they are sudden or unusual for you, do not delay. Seek immediate medical attention by calling emergency services. The first silent sign, and one of the most critical risk factors for a stroke, is persistently high blood pressure. If your blood pressure is not consistently controlled, it places immense strain on your arterial walls. This sustained high pressure can damage blood vessels throughout your body, including those supplying your brain. Over time, these vessels can narrow, weaken, or even rupture. A rupture in a brain blood vessel leads to a hemorrhagic stroke, while narrowing or blockage can cause an ischemic stroke. It is absolutely essential to know your blood pressure numbers. If you have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, strict adherence to your treatment plan, which includes lifestyle modifications and prescribed medications, is paramount. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is a direct pathway to a stroke. Do not underestimate its danger. The second warning sign is excessive fatigue. While fatigue can stem from many causes, the fatigue we are discussing here is an intense, persistent tiredness that is atypical for you and disproportionate to your physical exertion or sleep patterns. This isn't just feeling tired. It's an overwhelming exhaustion that can signal underlying issues with blood flow to the brain. Reduced blood flow, perhaps due to a narrowing artery or a developing clot, can impact the oxygen supply to your brain, manifesting as profound tiredness. If you find yourself experiencing an unusual, debilitating level of fatigue, do not dismiss it. It warrants immediate medical evaluation to rule out a potential stroke precursor. Third, and perhaps one of the most dangerous to ignore, is a transient ischemic attack, commonly known as a mini-stroke. A TIA produces stroke-like symptoms, such as sudden weakness or numbness, vision problems, or difficulty speaking, but these symptoms are temporary. They typically last only a few minutes to a few hours, and then resolve completely without causing permanent brain damage. This occurs because blood flow to a part of the brain is briefly blocked or reduced, but then restores itself. However, the temporary nature of TIA symptoms does not diminish their severity. A TIA is a dire warning sign. It strongly indicates that a full, more damaging stroke is likely to occur soon, often within days or weeks. Never, under any circumstances, ignore TIA symptoms just because they disappear. If you experience TIA symptoms, call 911 immediately. It is a medical emergency. The fourth warning sign involves sudden, unexplained vision changes. This could manifest as blurred vision, double vision, a sudden loss of vision in one eye, or difficulty focusing that is new and acute. Such visual disturbances can be direct indicators of circulatory damage, affecting the brain's visual processing centers or the arteries, supplying blood to the eye itself. A blockage in an artery leading to the eye can cause temporary or permanent vision loss. While other conditions can affect vision, any sudden onset of these specific visual problems, especially when accompanied by other symptoms, demands immediate medical investigation. Your vision is a critical link to your brain's health. Fifth, be alert to sudden numbness or weakness in your extremities, particularly if it affects only one side of your body. This symptom might present as a sudden loss of sensation or a noticeable weakness in an arm, a leg, or one side of the face. It's not uncommon for these sensations to be fleeting, lasting only minutes or a few hours, similar to TIA symptoms. However, even if temporary, such unilateral numbness or weakness is a critical neurological red flag. It signifies a potential disruption of nerve signals originating from the brain, which could be an early indicator of an impending stroke. Do not rationalize these symptoms away. They require urgent medical assessment. The sixth crucial sign is the sudden onset of severe dizziness, feeling as though the room is spinning, vertigo, or an unexplained, abrupt loss of balance or coordination. This is distinct from general lightheadedness. You might find yourself stumbling unexpectedly, struggling to walk in a straight line, or having difficulty with simple, coordinated movements that you normally perform without thought. These symptoms can indicate that the cerebellum or other parts of the brain, responsible for balance and coordination, are being affected by reduced blood flow. If these symptoms appear suddenly and are profound, they are a serious warning that warrants immediate medical evaluation. Your ability to maintain balance is a direct reflection of your brain's health. Seventh, pay close attention to any sudden difficulty with speech. This can manifest in several ways. Your speech might become slurred, a condition known as dysarthria. You might struggle to find the right words, or have trouble forming complete, coherent sentences. This difficulty in understanding, formulating, or expressing speech is medically termed aphasia. These sudden changes in speech patterns are often among the most recognizable warning signs of a stroke, as they directly indicate an impact on the language centers of the brain. If you or someone around you experiences such an abrupt change in speech, it is an emergency. Beyond problems with producing speech, the eighth critical warning sign is a sudden state of confusion or an abrupt difficulty in understanding what others are saying. The individual might appear disoriented, unable to follow simple instructions, or struggle to grasp conversations they would normally comprehend with ease. This is not merely an episode of forgetfulness. It is a sharp, noticeable decline in their ability to process information or understand language. This symptom points to potential compromise in the cognitive processing or language comprehension areas of the brain, making it a serious precursor to a stroke. Immediate medical attention is vital. Ninth, a sudden and intensely severe headache can precede a stroke. It is crucial to distinguish this from typical headaches. When associated with a stroke, especially a hemorrhagic stroke where there is bleeding in the brain, the headache is often described as the worst headache of my life. In an ischemic stroke, caused by an obstruction of blood flow, a headache can also occur, often described as severe and sudden. Sometimes, such a severe, abrupt headache can be a warning that an aneurysm in the brain is about to rupture. Any headache of this extreme intensity and sudden onset, particularly if it is unlike any you have experienced before, must be considered a medical emergency and immediately investigated. Finally, the 10th category encompasses other neurological symptoms that can appear days or weeks before a stroke, whether ischemic or hemorrhagic. These can include sudden, unexplained memory problems, or episodes of unexplained nausea or vomiting. While these symptoms can also be caused by various other conditions such as seizures, hypoglycemia, brain tumors, anxiety attacks, or central nervous system infections, their sudden onset and atypical nature, especially in combination with other warning signs, should never be ignored. Always seek a comprehensive medical evaluation from a qualified doctor to accurately determine the cause of any sudden neurological changes. Early diagnosis and intervention are critical, You now understand that interrupted blood flow can tragically lead to a stroke. Beyond these warning signs, several risk factors significantly increase your vulnerability, including uncontrolled high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, an unhealthy diet, a sedentary lifestyle, and even chronic stress, depression, or anxiety. Each of these factors can trigger processes in your body that heighten your stroke risk. While strokes can sometimes occur without any prior symptoms, proactive prevention and vigilant awareness of these silent signs are your most powerful defenses. Take control of your health. Manage your blood pressure. Keep your blood glucose levels stable. Engage in regular physical activity. Even simple daily walking is profoundly beneficial. Prioritize a fresh, healthy diet free from excessive processed foods, sugar, and saturated fats. Monitor your cholesterol and maintain consistent checkups with your doctor, including a cardiologist if advised. These are not merely suggestions. They are essential actions to safeguard your brain and prevent a possible stroke. Remember, managing known risk factors like high blood pressure and quitting smoking are among the most impactful steps you can take. If you have found this information vital, I urge you to share this video. The knowledge contained within could truly save a life. Most importantly, if you or someone you know experiences any of these sudden, unexplained symptoms, do not hesitate. Do not wait for them to pass. Call 911 immediately. When it comes to a stroke, every second counts. Time is brain. Your swift action can make the difference between recovery and permanent disability. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and prioritize your health. I am Dr. Miles, and I wish you continued strength and vitality. For more vital health insights and critical information to help you live a healthier, more informed life, subscribe to Senior Vitality US 365.